Good morning, it is day 154 and we're gonna take a trip down by the lake to see if there is a buffalo, or not a buffalo, oh my gosh. We're gonna go down by the lake or the pond to see if we see any moose. And then we're heading north. I slept pretty good last night. I did slide to the bottom of my tent once, had to readjust, but other than that, had a lot of condensation on the outside of my tent, but I think that's because I was surrounded by bushes or evergreens or greenery. Let's take a look at this pond. No moose. 7:03 and we are starting on the trail. We didn't see any moose, but doesn't mean that the possibility still doesn't exist heading north. Here's a very beautiful part of the trail. We've only been going for about 10 minutes. And it's still muddy in places, as you can see. My shoes and socks are still very wet. Look at how green everything is. The sun is coming out. It's a good day to have a good day. Here's our climb up to Wyman Mountain. We have 0.1 to go. We are at the summit of Mount Wyman. Summited another one. We bagged another summit. And no views, but beautiful trail. And we're having a great day.
Yes.
We've made it to the Hall Mountain shelter where we're going to use the privy and get a snack. It has been like this the whole way. My shoes. This even came off. Not that it's going to do me any good. I'll fix it when I get back to the shelter. Okay, let's check out the shelter. You don't see very many fire pits in Maine, but this is the shelter. Just came through this muddy mess, and I'm sure there's more ahead of us. The privy is actually past the shelter, so we are making our way that way right now. And then we have, depending on where we stop, if we stop at the campsite, we have 10 miles. If we go to the lean-to, we have 12 miles. But we have a nice descent and then 2 pretty big climbs. And then we'll have a good idea of how we're feeling after that. Oh, fun, fun, joy, joy. Gotta turn this off or I may lose you. We have had really beautiful weather right now. It's breezy, cool, and sunny. Perfect hiking weather, in my opinion. So hopefully it will stay that way the rest of the day. And we'll continue having a great day. I just got done getting a message from Shelly, Zeke's wife, and he is already like a week ahead of us, like 60 miles ahead of us. So he should be going into the 100-mile wilderness pretty soon. There's a sign right there that I was looking at. And it looks like we have a water crossing. So, right there. I went ahead and walked across. And, oh, I'm so sorry that there's another layer of glare there. I think it gets worse when the sun's around. But I walked through with my shoes on just because they were so muddy. These guys got their sandals on, or their Crocs. And season 1 has got our sandals on. Here they come. Good job, you guys. I like those knee gaiters. We've started our ascent up Moody Mountain. It's about approximately 1,200 feet of elevation and 0.9 miles. So we'll be climbing pretty much the whole time. And hopefully the mud will not be bad. We had it pretty good on the way down from Hall Mountain. So hopefully it'll be the same here. Hey there, come on through. Here, we start going again. Doesn't even look like a trail at first. We weren't sure which way to go. This is a beautiful trail. It's tough, but grateful to have a breeze and some stairs. Occasionally it's mixed in with rocks and roots. See the white blaze up there. Got some rebar steps here to help us get up this boulder. Here goes Phoenix. Good job. You're a hiking machine, girl. Tin Cup said so.
Can we return this?
Tin Cup said so. Rebar is our friend today. Here's a view from Mount Moody. We have one more peak at the top of this climb, and we will have bagged this summit. We just summited Mount Moody, and all the climbing pictures you saw were in the first half mile of this 0.9 climb. So now we will head down to a parking lot. We have a river crossing right here, and I am going to keep my shoes on again because they're still soaking wet. So we'll see what happens. I went ahead and washed off my mud, off my legs, got my shoes clean again. Good job. It's about 1:30 and we're having lunch on the side of the road. So I just emptied out my food bag. Let me see. So it's all over here. I gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna eat. I know I'm gonna have some nuts. And always a tortilla. This is my lunch bag, so I'll get it from here. Just finished up lunch, and we are starting our climb up Old Blue. It's going to be a nice long climb. It's over 2 miles. And I believe over like 2,400 feet of elevation. So, but once we get through this climb, then things come down a little bit. I think we have 8.6 to get to the shelter. So that's our ending goal. But we have a campsite 2 miles prior if we would like to use that instead. So I better get to climbing. The rails continue up, up and away. Here's the opening on the climb up. It's been pretty steep so far. I misjudged the size of a step and clocked in my shin pretty good. So, but it's not bleeding. I think it's just swollen and it's gonna be bruised. I'm on the part of the climb here where I'm getting a little bit of a break. We have 1.9 to go to get to the summit of Old Blue. And so it's been a pretty steep climb, and I'm grateful for this flat land, even though it's muddy. It gives me a chance to recover a little bit. We have 0.6 left to go of this climb. This is part of the trail. We climbed up some already that was like this. Backpack gets stuck. There we go. Another enchanted forest. Climbing up this, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's water coming down there. So we have summited Old Blue, and now it's time to continue our trek, but here's the view above the spruce. And then we get treed in. But we did it. Conquered Old Blue. It is 5:46 and we're climbing our last descent. 1.1 to our campsite. We're gonna stop short of the shelter because we've been hiking for almost 12 hours. We made it to the campsite. It's 6:42 and we're at the Bemis campsite. And we wanted to get to the Bemis shelter, but just didn't get there. 12 hours of hiking, and now it's time to put my tent up in this space right here. Time to close out for the night. We did, I'm going to tell you in a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 summits today, and hiked 14 and a half miles. It took us almost 12 hours. We had lots of mud, lots of rocks, lots of water, and some climbing. So tonight the joke is that we did our bear hangs. Not very good. So we'll see if we have food tomorrow morning when we wake up. But it's the best we could do under the circumstances. And so we're going to leave it at that. Keep our fingers crossed. I left my socks, my gaiters, and my shoes hanging outside my tent. So hopefully those are still here tomorrow morning too, and something hasn't come and taken them away. But they smell horrible, so I can't imagine anything would want them. But it was a good day to have a good day. It was beautiful outside. We had a good weather, good breeze, good temperature, and sunshine. So that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great day, and I will see you tomorrow on the trail as we head north towards Katahdin, one step at a time. Bye. Peace out. There we go. That's what it's going to look like.